forwards just a little bit. All right, so everybody forward and over.
Come on, James, gotta get it.
What I would like to do, I would like to do more chairs. So we've got a spot right here. Which one? For starters, all right.
Ninjas or
All right. My ninja. For starters, what I would like you to do, take your right hand, put it on the balance point of your sword. If you are holding one with tape, the tape is the end you smack somebody else with because that part has been slightly cracked already, and that's to reinforce it. Also, it's opposite of a baseball bat. You hold the bigger end. That simulates the handle of the Japanese sword. And then put your other hand on the bottom. This would be with a couple fingers of your typical grip on a samurai sword. You will need to know that for when you do the attack side, when we start hitting each other, because the person who gets to die repeatedly is always attacking like a samurai. You'll have your hands this way. For our ninja exercises, what we're going to do is take our right hand off the sword, turn it upside down, and put it back on the same spot, and then tuck the weapon down and behind your right shoulder, just holding on to the right hand. Now, this part of your sword is the back side of the katana. That is not sharp. The not sharp part should go right into the dip in the muscle, right behind your shoulder. Please do not stick this in the middle of your back. If you're tall, you stab yourself between the shoulder blades. If you're shorter and you have a long sword, you stab yourself in the back of the head. Okay? In the divot with your shoulder blades. That way you're going to go past the side of your head. Make sense? Good. All right. Now, what I want you to do is put your left foot in front. And this would be we are a sneaky ninja, running through somebody's house or somewhere we're not supposed to be. You're carrying your sword usually tucked up like this because it keeps it out of the way, but in a position that you can actually use it quickly if need be. If you're walking around a small room and a small home with paper walls with a big sword sticking out, you're going to be found out really quickly because you're poking holes in all the walls. So, sword stays tucked. What we're going to do first is work on a downwards diagonal slash. We are going to be moving backwards. So what's going to happen is you're going to take your left foot and step backwards away from, remember I said the ninja typically didn't use the sword unless they were found out. So you are retreating, preparing to run away, but in the meantime, we will be utilizing this first as a strike, then as a striking block, okay? To do that, what we're going to do, assume that somebody, you're sneaking down the hallway, they just opened the door and walked out and went, aha! Evil ninja! And go charging at you with swords. You are going to be stepping backwards, and at the same time, what we're going to do is we're going to bring our right arm up, and then bring the tip of the sword over the top and down in a slashing diagonal arc. You step back because that way if you overswing, you don't cut your own leg off. This is a good plan. The one-legged ninja is kind of cool, but if you chop your own femoral artery, you won't live long enough to be the one-legged ninja. So from here, at the same time we step back, we're going to step back and slice down. And then we're just going to tuck that back under our arm again and step forward. So I'm going to count in Japanese. I'm hoping with anime most of you understand. Basically, I say a word, everybody moves and cuts. All right? We're moving backwards. Ready? Each step back and cut and return. Again, knee, cut. And your aim on this would be a downward diagonal across the throat and collarbone. If you're into horror movies, that's, the slicing on one side of the neck with the cool spurting effects. Okay? Again, san, back and slice. And again, chi. Good. Now we're going to add to this because, you made one slash, but really those of you with OCD, or if you do it properly, CDO, because the letters are in the right order, slashing on one side is cool, but it needs to be even. So we're going to reverse the sword and cut down again on the other side of the neck and make two pretty slashes. From here, you step back, you've got the first slash, and when you're going to bring the hand up first to lead the cut, and then lead the tip over and across the other side of the throat. Tuck it, and step forward again. So two strikes, ready? Each Step back, slice one side, and then the other side, tuck it, and forwards. Now, since we're utilizing the sword with our right arm and that right shoulder is forwards, you want to still make sure you step back with the left foot on the strike. Ready? Knee, back, cut, cut, tuck, and forwards. Make sure you move your foot so you don't hit your leg.
Left hand.
Again, san, back, 1, 2, tuck, and forwards. One more time. Shi, back, 1, 2, tuck,